You're watching our Track Talk and our special preview of the big international races coming up on Sunday the 20th May here in Singapore. We've had a look at the Chris Fly International Sprint Time now for the Singapore Airlines International Cup, the jewel in the crown here in Singapore. It's an international Group 1, $3 million, and there is the lineup. Speed Baby's going to have a set of winkers added, and that's the only gear change that we've been alerted to. We've got a field of 13, so Flax has drawn gate number 1, he's down the bottom, then El Dorado, Dream Piece and also New Rosewood. So it is a very good even lineup here as we take a look at the track work, and this guy on Wednesday morning put in sparkling work, Frost.
He did, yeah. He's been one of the star workers. He's out of the horses travelling from overseas for the Cup. He's been the one that I've been most impressed with. Nice and fluent in his action, and there's a bit of give in the ground during the week with the rain that we've had about, and he just loved it being an older horse. Thumbs up, so I think he's in terrific order, and so too Chin Chon. He comes from Singapore via Hong Kong where he didn't perform. Reports that he has come on well from the stable, and looking at him, the pictures coming through, he's got a lovely look about it on his coat, and I think he's come on quite well since arriving here. Out of local entries, I thought White Caddo had worked the best. He's coming into this race with good form in the QE2 Cup, just working just a little bit better than El Dorado. Both horses are good horses at the 2,000 metres, looking good order, and I thought White Caddo, out of the local entries, I think he run a cheeky race.
Well, there's a 2,000 metre race on the turf. They go around 2 turns. The barrier draw is very important in a race like this. And after the barrier draw, Matt caught up with some of the connections.
Yeah, we're very happy with it. We came to this event wanting to draw 3, 4, 5, 6. Drew 3, so that's perfect for him. We're going to sit a bit forward, hopefully. Not really sure what's going to lead up the race because there's not too much speed in the race. A lot of horses just like sitting 3rd, 4th, 5th. Well, his form's mainly on the good to the firm surface. He likes he doesn't like too much give in the ground.
It'd be nice not to be too wide around the first bend. But Opie Blossom is an international rider and a very big race rider, rides a lot of big race winners, and just have to leave it to him.
Yeah, that's fine. She'll get back. I don't think there's a lot of speed in it, so that may count against her, but look, she's drawn wide. That's not a drama. She'll go back and sort of see where we end up and have a last crack.
Yeah, very happy with that. Azahar's coming down from Malaysia to ride it, and I think the horse will acquit himself quite well, and I'm expecting him to run a great race.
I spoke to Mahmoud Al Zarouni just after I got the draw number, and he was quite happy actually because he said better outside one than inside. The inside one, it's more for the horses that want to go in the front.
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for all hospitality, which is the Singapore Turf Club showing for us. We really enjoyed, and we're absolutely lucky being second, and now again second. I think we're close to real luck here. This horse is good in any kind of conditions, so it can in soft, in hard, left and right, and I think we have chance.
And from gate number 2, will you look to hold a forward spot, do you think?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, it's not ideal, but, he can come from off the pace, and, he's had wide draws lately and been running on strongly, so hopefully it's not going to affect him too much. Yeah, he's been really positive in the mornings. We worked on the grass yesterday, and he worked extremely well, so very happy with him at the moment.
I think in the QE2, that was his biggest fall, was the barrier. He had to do a little bit too much at the beginning to get across, and Siberia wanted to be able to sit and relax and get a nice lead in. I think he's won a lot of fans here. Good horses are always got good temperaments, and he's no exception. He's quiet, he's sweet, but when it comes to work, he knows what work is, and he puts on a show. Probably be one of the best local hopes here, going into that after that draw.
There's Samantha Hill, the assistant trainer for Flax. He's come up with gate number 1. It's almost a matter of what might have been with Flax if he was 20-30 kilos heavier, but he's a very nice horse still.
Yeah, he's courageous too, and he'll put up a good fight. And I think a few of the pace runners have drawn inside. Flax can go up there on the pace. We've got Zazao, also Zidane. So
Yeah,
I think
a lot of Zs.
Yeah.
all the few of the Zs will be up there early.
No, that's right. And Flax with an X.
We're down right to the end of the alphabet. Let's have a look at some replays here. And California Memory, of course, it went around in this race last year and was probably forced into the leadership role. But as we can see here at the international meet last year, it's a terrific horse at its best.
Yeah, and he ended up sitting in the box seat position on this occasion, ridden a little bit forward because it was a slow tempo run race, and in the end it was the right move. But we've seen him come from off the speed. He's got an explosive turn of foot. He's probably got one of the fastest 400 metres in Hong Kong over the last 400.
What about thumbs up, Matt? The barrier draw, no favours there. Rulership bolted in the QE2 Cup, but this guy was good enough to beat a lot of his contenders home in this race.
Yeah, including Sedan, who came through the same race. This is thumbs up down the outside, and the reports have been so positive about the way this horse has adapted to the track, and quite a few of them are not looking for a rain-affected track. This horse is not in that category, thumbs up. It's competed in a lot of Group 1s with rarely getting any success, but you just get the feeling that things are going well for Casper Found's 8-year-old this week.
Yeah, Chin Chon, this is going back to the early part of the season. He was written off the speed in the QE2 Cup. Whether that was by design, I'm not sure, but I can still remember his run from last year. It was an enormous effort.
And the one thing about Chin Chon, he's hardly had any racing since. He's only, had 3 runs, including that big win in a Group 3 in France, but his run last year for us was very good.
It was, yeah. He's coming in here off a light preparation, but he's a nuggety type of horse, but the stables seem quite confident he's doing well this year.
And just in the race in Hong Kong that he competed in, he got a long, long way back. He was getting to the post okay, despite being the last one of the quartet of the runners to compete here that came through that race.
Now we're going to have a look at Zazu. Of course, it finished 5th in the World Cup behind Monterosso. We go back to the polytrack race here. Not a bad form race when you look at the horse inside him, the Shima Classic winner, Cirrus de Zagels.
For sure, and I think you're pretty keen on this horse, Matt.
Yeah, but it's so tough to get a line through them. But I am keen on Zazu because I think he just might have something about him. And I think, given that he's able to beat Cirrus de Zagels so well there, he has to come into calculations.
This horse has got a bit about him too in the mornings. He was a bit stiff on Tuesday Frost, but he's loosened up the further we've got into the week at the track week.
Yeah, and he's more time. He's settled in here to Singapore. He's become more free in his action, and he's a horse who's probably still on the way up. He's probably needs to step it up a little bit, but he's on the improve, and it'll be interesting to see how he measures up here. He's obviously going through Dubai, where the form usually stacks up well in Singapore.
And being a Godolphin horse, is he the favourite? Do you think? It's hard to get a line on the market, but I dare say he'll be one of the leading fancies, bringing that strong Dubai form.
And the World Cup race has produced plenty of form. It's usually the race that comes here and performs.
That's the point. Is that the horses coming through Dubai in recent years have been performing so well.
Yeah, and his efforts have been terrific. That guy. So let's move on and have a look at the locals. We've had a look at the internationals, and realistically, one of them will probably win it. But we go back to the QE2, and a remarkable run from Waikato. Of course, he was dead heat for 3rd in this race last year, and he just continues to hold good form. We've got a lot of horses coming through this, but Waikato, is he the best of the locals, do you think?
I thought so. There's Flax on his inside, and Waikato did show a lot of fight, and he's gone past Flax, but I think Flax put up a brave effort on this occasion. Speed Baby out wide, and Euros Wood running on well, but in the end he's beaten him fair and square, Waikato, and for mine he looks the best of the locals.
Yes, he's going into this in red hot form probably. He's sort of bobbed up the last couple of years, but this time he's going in as a horse we expect to run.
That's right. He's never been able to win over the 2,000 metres up until his last start.
So he's in career best form. He's coming off a 4th and a dead heat 3rd last year. Just on Flax, when I was talking to Sam Hill earlier on about Flax, the barrier draw, she did make the point that a lot of the rivals in the QE2 Cup have had the benefit of a longer preparation, whereas Flax is only just coming off 2 runs. So I think they feel that they've got Flax hitting top form coming into the big race, whereas maybe last time out when he ran 3rd there, he maybe was only sort of 85-90%.
Realistically, another one of the locals, Eldorado, you'd normally not give him much of a chance, but he's the horse that just performs on the big occasions. Got a very good stayer of trainers, Hideyoki Takioka, and it's likely we're going to get a rain-affected track.
Yeah, well, the rain will be the key for him. If the rain comes down, it does really open up the chances for Eldorado. But if the weather's fine, the track's on the yieldings, he probably need worse than yielding to show his best.
I thought it was a very tricky race. I've been doing the interviews during the week, and the connections of Dream Peace, the filly or the mare, have been very keen about her chances on a rain-affected track.
Well, that's good. And she has travelled before. She went over to Canada and competed in a Group 1 there, and she ran very well. So she knows the caper, despite being fairly, young in years. This mare, she's travelled before, and she seems to take to it well. Yeah,
it's a wide open race, so I don't think you can get too confident about anything. But just the feel I've got from the interviews I've been doing in the mornings, I'm going to give Dream Peace a very good chance. Horse number 12 here. I'll put it on top of Thumbs Up. I think Chin Chon to run a race, and also Zazu.
Yeah, well, we all got probably a different angle on it. And from my feel from watching the track work, I've been mostly impressed with Thumbs Up. I thought he was the best worker, then Chin Chon the second best.
Does the barrier draw put you off?
It has, but I'm going to go with my gut feel. He's got a very good race rider on board, Brett Preble, so going to hope he gets the luck.
Okay.
Yourself, Matt?
Yeah, I've gone with Zazu, but it is hard to line them up. But I liked what I saw with him on the track. I don't, and speaking to connections there, that he seems to go on any sort of ground, and we saw him handle a synthetic track where he beat Cirrus Desaigle. So I'll go with Zazu to beat Thumbs Up. Most impressed with him thus far in Singapore. City Style, the Godolphin horse, and Chin Chon after his terrific run last year. 2, 3, 4 and 6.
Okay, so there are the selections. We've got a Dream Piece, we've got a Thumbs Up, and also a Zazu for the Singapore Airlines International Cup for 2012. It should be an absolute beauty. A race that continues to build in stature. We've had some terrific horses. This will be the 12th running of the International Cup, and I think we've got a very good even edition once again.
Yeah, we have, and it's like I said, it's very much like the sprint. I think it's going to be an interesting betting race to see what horses they do back, but I'm sure it's going to be a good race anyway.
Okay, thanks fellas for your thoughts. We've got a big coverage coming up if you can't make it to the track. Super Sports and also Channel News Asia from 7:30 on Sunday night. We'll have the full coverage right through the Southeast Asia region. So good luck fellas. Hopefully
good luck with
one of us finds the winner.
Yep, hopefully.
Okay, we'll see you there hopefully for the Singapore Airlines International Cup. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Okay.